Hey there, Juan. Hope you're having. Hope you had a good time. You're on your way back now. Hope you had a good time down in Mexico and seeing your family and everything. Looking forward to get you back in the studio next week and continue our odyssey through the guitar. This is your video lesson for today. 3 things I want to talk about. If you have questions at the end or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot a question over or a video over. You're not bothering me by asking me. It's what I do. So good. First thing is number 1, talking about muted strums. You find this all over heavy metal. It's everywhere. Even in hard rock, you'll find it too. And acoustic music as well. So it's a good skill, overall skill just to develop. And so that sounds like this. On clean tone, it sounds like this. Right? There's 2 dead strikes on the strings, very percussive. Doesn't sound like much clean tone, but if you throw some distortion in there, like this fuzz right here, becomes way more obvious is what's going on. Now, how to do that? I'm going to click back to clean channel right here and go over the technique. What you want to do is you get yourself in that power chord shape. You're already muting strings 4 through 1 on this power chord anyway. And if I were to play this here, these guys are ringing out. What you want to do is you want to lift off pressure off of those 2 fingers so that only you're just touching the strings. You're not pushing anything down. I'm not pushing it all. I'm just resting my fingers on the string. And it sounds like this. Right? That percussive strike is what you want. You want to avoid this. See, like there, I'm actually fretting the first string right here with my first finger. Down, down, chuck, chuck. Down, down, mute, mute. And the way you notate that is by these X's right here. You see these X's in the tab, that's what they're talking about. So one more time. Down, down, lift the pressure off, but I'm not leaving the string though. I'm just hanging on the pressure. I'm keeping just my fingers touching the string, not pushing down. It's not gonna take forever to get down, but it's something you kind of want to practice off by itself. That way when you get to the riff in the song, you can focus on playing the music rather than just the technique of it. Number 2, second thing I want you to work on are sliding power chords. That yet again are found all over heavy metal and hard rock and all that stuff. What I've done here is, so you see these symbols right here. These slants up mean to slide up. The slant down means to slide down or shift down. Now to do this, I'm going to hit here on the F5 on the 1st fret, root 6 right here. And I'm going to slide up to 4. Now, I'm going to practice this a lot because the frets get smaller as you move up the neck, and then inversely they get wider coming back down the fret. So you want to actually practice doing some wide slides in here because your fingers have to kind of like adjust for whatever fret they're going to go to. So what I suggest is like hit that 1st fret, or say the 1st chord, which is the 1st fret, and then go to the 4th fret and kind of shift back and forth between those a little bit before you do the slide. Now when you slide, you don't want to push down very hard. If you push down very hard, you're going to catch all the frets coming back up to where you want to go. I hit the chord once, I look at where I want to go, and I slide up there. So it's keep your eye on the ball. You want to look at where you're sliding to. I'm looking at the 4th fret here, and I'm going to slide up. I'm not hitting the strings again. I'm hitting it once here. I'm looking where I'm going and keep a light touch. Keep on my tippy toes over here. And you hear this sliding sound. If you push too hard, you're going to, it doesn't move up all together. So fret 1, slide up to 4. Remember, I'm looking where I'm going. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit 4. I'm going to slide down to 3, just 1 fret. I'm going to go up another 3 frets. So it's just a pattern. I'm going up 3, back 1. Up 3, back 1. You can really make any combination you want. I just happen to choose that because I like the sound of it. But like I said, you can make really wide ones if you want. Right? So I'll have some students who are working on songs with big shifts in there, that is, and I'll have them do like really wide sliding exercises. Right? You always make the exercise harder than what you need to do in the song, because then the song is that much easier. So I slide here. Now if I shift up, right to that 4th fret, I'm not shifting just from the fingers right here. My whole arm is moving, so I'm moving from here. So I do it. The big muscles do all the work for me. My hand's coming along for the ride. Thumb comes along for the ride too. That's another important thing. Don't drag the thumb down here. When I shift, my whole hand is moving as one unit together. So here, I look where I'm going, and my arm moves in. Right? Then 3, and then up 3 more. So we go 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 3, 6. And 12. Like I said, you can do any combination of like fret jumps. You could do 5 and 3 if you wanted to. I just happen to choose this one because I like the sound of it. Look where I'm going. My arm moves in. My arm moves out a little bit. Look where I'm going. My arm moves. Look where I'm going. Right. If you throw some distortion on there, very much a doom metal-y kind of riff. Kind of make that. Actually, that's where a lot of riffs probably come from, is these exercises and go, hey, that sounds cool, I'm gonna write a riff around it. We can talk more about creative writing and that sort of thing later on if you want to get into that world. I'm always looking where I'm going. Now, this one's not about speed, so you can do it slow if you want. Look where you're going. Look where you're going. And then we can talk about descending ones next time. Just start with that one first. Then flip over to number 3. Flip over to number 3, right? Where do I have it? Right here. And we have number 3 is the main riff with those chucks added in, and then the interlude added in as well. So the main riff goes from this to this. It's a small detail, but it's really important, I think, to make it sound overall like the riff. Down, down, 10, 9, 8. So 10, slide down to 9 without hitting it again, and then 8, 8, slide up to 10. Oops. That for a while. So practice those techniques when you practice that riff right there. And then the interlude is this. A nice big long slide from 12 down to 5, 5 and hit 5 again. So it goes 5, 3, 8, 12, 5. A5, G5, C5, E5, A5 twice. Cool, so work on those 2 riffs, work on those techniques, and then what we'll do is we'll look at some of the single line stuff that's happening in the song next week as well, and then we'll be off to our next venture. All right, man, have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next week. Take care.